I was stuck. I got it. All right, we got it. Good
What was
morning.
stuck?
My chair was stuck
Well,
on.
it looks like you've got the falling chair too.
No. It's a Monday. What are you going to do, you know?
It is. Everybody's
is.
messing with your stuff all weekend long. And you come in and it's Monday morning.
It is. It's a very rainy Monday morning.
Yes, it is. And this will
Why?
this will pull out this morning. So I
Okay.
mean that is the good news. The bad news is there could be another round of thunderstorms late tonight.
Late tonight. So we get the break during the day.
A break during the day. If you have plans this evening, it looks like the weather cooperates, although it is going to be kind of humid. And then we get to late tonight, and this has been a little bit of a challenge because some computer models had everything kind of staying to our south.
Okay.
And then there are others, and it's like we've got the risk of strong to severe storms tonight. So we have gone ahead and pulled the alarm on a first alert weather day, but it's not about today. It's not about the rain that's out there right now, because that is going to be out of here. Most of today we have clouds, we have sun, it's warm, it's humid. That's just fuel for storms late tonight.
is.
So we're talking after 10, might be closer to midnight, which is not a good time to be dealing with storms. And oftentimes, you know, you get that late at night, the chance of severe weather starts to diminish, but that does not look to be the case on this. It would be heavy rain, could be some damaging winds with any of the storms. So we take a look at what the Storm Prediction Center put out very early this morning. They have us in a marginal to slight risk of severe weather. I would suspect, and I can't speak for them, that we are going to move a little more into the slight risk here when they put out some updates here in the next few hours. But we'll just have to wait and see on that.
Well, yeah, anytime it's kind of close to us, we're kind of.
Well, and this morning it was like, it's a marginal risk, which just means slight chance of severe weather.
Okay.
But that's marginal risk means small chance, you know, but that slight risk is close by. And again, I think that will be changing. Breakdown, again, this is off the early morning rundown. This could change, you know, thunderstorms with damaging winds, 5 to 15% chance for us, and you'd say, well, that's not great. But when you're talking severe weather, it's actually, those are numbers that you start paying attention to. Hail does not look like a big problem for us, which is good. Tornado risk right now looks not to be a big issue in Lansing and Jackson, the far southwestern corner of the state, northern Indiana back into the Chicago area. It is a concern. So we've had some rain and some thunderstorms around early this morning, some heavy downpours of rain. Had some issues with lightning strikes that brought down some tree limbs in the Lansing area from the storms that came through very early today. Those are now over near Port Huron, so not concerned about those. But it was, you know, a lot of rain. Really wasn't much in the way of wind, and obviously the lightning. Widen the view out on the radar. You can see this is kind of moving out of here. Notice some clearing near Chicago already this morning, and that clearing comes in here. Then our attention turns to what is a little farther back to the northwest. It's showing signs right now of kind of losing some of its punch, but it will arrive here, and it will be warm and humid and just the sort of atmosphere it likes to reinvigorate itself.
Does it change as it goes over Lake Michigan?
Sometimes they do. That may not be the case with this. Thinking is that disturbance will really perk up storms late afternoon, early evening in parts of Wisconsin, and then they kind of come here. And there's going to be a lot of activity just south of us, northwestern Indiana, the Chicago area, and Iowa, where there's an enhanced risk of severe weather. That's level 3 out of 5. We don't do that very much around here. So we deal with those showers and storms. Well, this is noon today. Notice the activity, it's still out there, not moving much. We go into the late afternoon, early evening hours. You have a softball game this evening, should be fine. Notice the storms though, just kind of lurking back to the northwest. We go a little later on, and this is midnight. They're knocking on the door at that point and really showing no sign of weakening. If anything, it's going to develop.
No, they look pretty strong.
Yeah, developing into kind of a solid line of storms. Of course, you know, this is what a computer's saying is going to happen, and, you know, this may change before this time, but it really kind of caught our attention when this update came in at about 4 o'clock in the morning. This is 2 o'clock in the morning. It's pretty much right overhead at that point, and then things start to slide on off to the east.
Looks
so
like
tomorrow... Yeah, some little purple shadings in
Yeah.
there too. So heavy rainfall for sure. strong winds definitely a concern with this. Tomorrow morning, that is racing out of here. It kind of loses its punch as it moves over Ontario. And then tomorrow, it's still humid. It won't be quite as warm during the afternoon hours tomorrow. We'll be on the lookout for maybe a shower storm, but wouldn't anticipate anything severe in the area tomorrow. So the next 12 hours, I mean, today looks fine.
Okay.
10 a.m., the rain should be gone. Still some clouds. We have some hazy sunshine, mid-80s at 4 in the afternoon. Heat index, it may feel like it's up around 90 or even a little bit warmer than that, but it's tonight. I'm talking after 10 o'clock, maybe closer to midnight. Heavy rain and strong winds, so that threat of severe thunderstorms in the area during the overnight hours. And then the 10-day forecast tomorrow, again, the afternoon hours, maybe a stray shower storm, 81 degrees, still humid tomorrow. And then things start to improve. Stray shower, possibly on Wednesday. We're down to around 77 for a high. We've got a string of very nice days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
Nice.
Monday. So, you know, there's some nice weather. If you haven't been a fan of the heat and humidity, we're going to give those air conditioners a break here real soon.
Love that.
So, get out your phone. Well, you might be watching this on. It might be kind of hard to scan this when you're on your phone.
It might be.
And then I'm telling you to scan it on your phone, but you can download the First Alert Weather app. If you turn on notifications in our weather app and have it set on follow me, it's not going to lurk you or anything. It's just going to know what town you're in. If there's a watch or a warning that's issued for your area, it will send out a notification on that, which comes in really handy when you're talking storms in the middle of the night. Look for us on Google Play, the Apple App Store. Search for WILX Weather. As always, it is free.
So, a couple comments. Nicole says night storms again.
Yes.
What is the, I guess, the dangers or like the downsides of having all of these storms come overnight?
Well, I mean, obviously, you know, if there's a power outage, you may not know about it. You get this heavy rain, you know, if your basement is kind of prone to having issues, that could be a problem too. You know, when you're talking tornadoes, obviously a concern with that too, although at this point, that is something we're not talking about, but, you know, it's always a possibility when you're talking about strong to severe storms that there's a quick spin up, although the chance of that happening right now is looking kind of small for us.
And then Francis says, ready to open the windows at night. I feel you on that. I love sleeping with my windows open.
My air conditioner was doing the struggle game last night.
Oh, big time.
I mean, it's, you know, the dew points are in the 70s. Yeah. And it can only cool it down to, you know, where the dew point is. So.
Also, any hail threat of the hail with this?
Well, we can go back to the graphic here. I think, there we go. So here are the threats. This is according to the Storm Prediction Center. And, you know, for us,
the wind might
the wind will be the biggest threat. Again, they've got us Lansing and Jackson at 5%. I suspect that 15 might be expanded a little bit farther to the east. The hail risk, at least right now, it looks like, you know, maybe along the lake shores a little bit.
Okay.
But this can all change. You know, there's new information coming in all the time. And then the tornado risk, far southwestern corner of the state is the way it looks right now. But, you know, when you're talking about thunderstorms, you never exactly know what's going to happen. Yeah. But these are
what can happen.
What can happen, and you know, these are the folks who are the experts at this stuff. This is where they're breaking it down right now. But it could change. So stay alert to updated forecast. Our buddy Justin Bradford is back.
Yay!
And he will be here at 2 o'clock, you know, where you're watching us right now. But on the First Alert Weather app before then, and today at 11 a.m. over on TV, they have a fresh set of eyes looking at this.
And if you have any damage or you see hail, you happen to have hail where you're at, make sure you take pictures and videos once it's safe and send them to us, and we will share them.
WILX.com. If you're doing it on your computer, it's at the top of the page, or you can do it on the First Alert Weather app, and you can submit pictures there. Or your dog walking forecast pictures, all that fun stuff.
Do love that one too.
It's there.
All right, well, like you said, Justin is back, so he's going to be on News 10 today at 11 with Taylor Gattoni, and here's what else you can see. Then we are going to be talking about how the efforts to clean up the storm damage from last night are going on as we still track those more storms that we're expecting.
And clean up from last week in places like East Lansing. I mean, it's just been like round after round after round for us. The overnight stuff, you know, there are some in mid-Michigan area, what overnight storms? Because there were a lot of the area that didn't see anything, but boy, if you were in the Lansing area, you know, those thunderstorms were here, about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
And my neighborhood is still cleaning up from the storms in June.
Oh yeah, I mean,
So-
it takes time, and the folks who do that sort of work, they are very, very busy, and you just kind of get on the list, and it's like, okay, we'll see you when we see you.
Right? At least you're on the list. Plus, we are going to talk about the latest with former President Donald Trump and the incident over the weekend with the attempted assassination. All that as the Republican National Convention starts in Milwaukee today. And we're also going to talk about what you can do to help prevent your car from being stolen, as the National Highway Transportation and Safety Administration has said that over 1 million cars were stolen in the U.S. in 2023.
Wow.
That's a lot
That's
of cars.
a huge number.
Huge number. So we're going to have more from Michigan State Police on how you can protect yourself and your car from theft. And then, like we said, we'll be back here at 2 o'clock wherever you're watching us with another update of your weather and what we're working on for over 90 minutes of news, starting with first at 4.
Busy day.
Busy day. We'll be up next with Extra Innings, the voices of the Lansing Lugnuts. Just Adam Jackson today, no Jesse, but we're going to be talking with Taylor. He's going to be talking with Taylor Gattoni about how the Lugnuts fared over the weekend and what you can expect coming up at Jackson Field. Until then, have a great Monday, everybody. Stay dry, and we will see
Stay
you
safe.
later.